Lay low, mate. On the beat.
Cowboys drawing a cut. 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 Cowboys drawing a cut.
Man, what's up, man? It's Cowboys Ron Uncut, man. The crew's in the building, man. We got a special edition tonight. A good show going on tonight, man. We're gonna talk about the draft. We ain't get to talk about the draft as a crew. We're gonna go ahead and talk about that big trade with Pickens. And we gotta touch on that week 1 matchup, man, that just came out today. So what's going on, crew, man? Where we at, man? How we feeling about the draft right now?
What up, crew?
Man, I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all. It's nice to have everybody back in here. Again, man. It's been a little minute. So we took that early exit, you know what I mean, a little earlier than normal. We didn't have that extra week, you know what I mean? So we ain't been in studio for a while, man. It's nice to all get together, man. Welcome back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. But the draft,
What you talking about, OG, man? What you got going on, man?
We back, man. We back.
When you say
You saying the Cowboys is back? Are you saying what?
back.
I mean, we back. The crew's back. We gon', I'm a back Shotty up. See what he brings to the table. See what the style is, man. Our identity, and we gotta sit back and see, man. See what Shotty brings. I like the drafts, man. I think we had a pretty solid draft, and I think cats are gonna plug in and play. A couple cats are gonna plug in and get some action, and it's a rough schedule.
So you think the front office finally got it right? You think they got it right with this draft class?
I'm not gonna go that far. We spent a little money. We had some money for once. We hadn't had that in a while.
What money we spend?
Well, all the players we got, we spent some money.
We didn't spend no money. Pickens didn't cost us nothing.
We made moves before Pickens.
We was broke. We was the same position after the draft. The draft was
it's
cool.
coming from a person that didn't think we was gonna do anything.
And
I told you we was gonna do something, and we did. And now you still saying, what do you want?
Because look, before the draft, we ain't do shit. Now we ain't spend no money then. So now that we got Pickens, we still ain't spent shit.
But we did something. What do you mean we didn't do anything?
Yeah, and I'm excited about that. But at the same time, it's like it's still us.
So before the draft, how was you feeling, man? You don't think none of those guys we picked up is gonna contribute?
I don't think didn't move the needle. We had that conversation and didn't move the needle for us. That was cool. And then the draft came along. And now it's starting to make sense with the Pickens. It's like it was a slow burn. So along the ride, you can criticize it. You can feel however you feel about it. But at the same time, the Pickens trade made it all come together. So I'm okay with the draft as of this point. I'm okay with our free agent pickups at this point because we have gotten compliment. It made it better. We've got complimentary players now.
So if you were to put a grade on the draft, what grade would you give it?
B. Give it a B.
B+ for me.
Yeah. A B. Yeah. Easy B too. And I wanted to go B+ because again the Pickens trade made it make sense. So
even without the Pickens trade, just the draft, I gave it a B+.
It took the Pickens trade to make it because of all the talks of not drafting that wide receiver. Now it made it a little bit. It made it okay because now we have that. That was we missed on Tet, and then after that it was like, damn, we could have went anywhere when Tet wasn't there. Now we've shored up that number 2, so it made drafting the guard in the first round make sense. And
but I think that was part of it, really. I think the whole idea was for Tet, and then when we didn't get him, they went for Booker. I think at that point they knew they were shopping for a wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, we probably knew it was shopping. That's what, like, I wanna give that
was
front office
shopping.
credit, but all the times, like, how many times do we make decisions as armchair quarterbacks or front office GMs that we sit and do it, and it makes too much sense for it to be right? You know what I mean? Like that's what you have to do. And now that they finally do what you have to do, it makes me think like, was this the plan? Because planning ain't been great for that front office here lately. Now all of a sudden, why get it right now? So,
I mean, it was a plan.
well, you think all along
what
that
they
they knew
came-
this was coming down to like through the
Yeah.
draft? You think this was already like in the
They
pipeline?
was working on a trade during the draft, but they couldn't get it done. They was trying to acquire Rashad Bateman from the Ravens. Couldn't get it done, and they went on to Pickens.
I'd much rather have Pickens than Bateman.
So with drafting Booker, man, and shout out to Booker, man. On the stream, man, I was giving that position when they drafted him a hard time, but like I said, with the Pickens, it all makes sense now. But do y'all think that we invested enough on the O-line to protect Dak?
I think we're getting back to that spot.
Yeah.
I think we're getting back there, and that's why I'm okay. The last time we was killers was 2016 with that offensive line, and it worked out. So now guys are in their second and third year with another rookie coming in. This is the exact same mode that we did when Zeke and DeMarco and then Zeke was able to push that ball. Down the field.
2014.
Yeah, 24 because McFadden, because we had that was when
McFadden got
it was
1,000
it was the Smith, it was Tyron, it was Travis, and it was Zach. And we already had complimentary pieces there. Who else was on that line with him? Steve, correct me. Help me out here. Doug Free, yeah. I know I was missing Doug Free. Yeah, Doug Free. I forgot about him, bro. But that's how we was able to move that ball, man. So doing it again is following the old recipe that worked. This is what we should have been doing.
So
we're
you're a
back up.
believer in this new coaching staff now.
a believer
You're
in-
finally on board. You're on
Nah,
board.
I don't know yet. You got to show it. But if you go by historically speaking, that it worked last time. This same thing worked last time. So why not do it again? All of them was old. They was long teeth. So it was time for them to go. All of that whole offensive line's gone. Tyron's out of there. Zach's now retired. Travis ended his career early.
Turner's still there.
I'm talking about the original OGs.
Ah,
the 2014s, 15s, 16s.
Ah,
those
okay.
ones. All of them is gone now. So we start all over, and that's cool. Now we just got to figure out who's going to run this ball. Once we figure out who's going to run this ball, we got two receivers. We have a tight end. We have a tight end. The offensive line's getting shored up. Now we got to figure out who's going to run this ball.
So with us drafting Jaden Blue, how do you feel like he would hit on the depth chart? I think he's our starter. I think he'll win the starting position, or
Javonte should be the starter right now.
Javonte.
Yeah,
I
Javonte's going to be the starter.
think Javonte is probably the starter, I would think, right now.
They could block for him. He can run the ball.
Everybody's on Jaden Blue.
Yeah, the
I
blue
think
blur, man.
Maffa run in this system.
I like Maffa too, man. Nobody
He's a
speaks
big,
of
heavy
him.
back, man. He can run.
He's a big back with 4 or 5 speed.
Yeah.
He can run. He's swift on his feet.
He gets downhill
He's
quick.
got some nice wiggles as well for a guy his size.
What about Deuce?
I think Clayton Adams gonna bring that scheme over here from where he brought from. He had it Arizona, man. He's gonna get a heavy dose of that run game if that's the case.
Yeah, look, I think that's the key. I think that's the key, really. I think it's all about keeping Dak upright, keeping him healthy, and then it's all about the unsurety of coach, right? So keep the ball on the ground and keep coach out of some difficult situations. He's still young at this as well, so I think it's a little bit of protecting the coach and the quarterback, to be honest. So I think we're gonna run the ball a lot.
I don't know what it's about for me, the delusion of being a Cowboy fan, man. It's nuts because after I got Pickens, my whole mind frame changed.
To what?
Like to we bite. I'm ready.
We bite?
I'm ready.
We
I'm ready.
bite?
But, you know what I mean?
We
Like,
bite?
It's so wild, bro. Because I've been ragging on John for calling him Captain Optimism, man, and I really want to be like that on the inside, but I'm scared of getting let down again. But inside, man, I'm still that same Cowboy fan. They picking up Pickens. I feel like it made everything so much better if he can stay healthy, and we can actually get the ball to him. I think that we're gonna be a very dangerous offense, man. Like it's gonna be a high-powered offense. We could be back because we literally we're gonna have. I think with the development of the offensive line and drafting Booker, maybe Dak can stay up a little longer on his feet. And then you got CD is still CD. We cool there. Fergie is straight. Pickens on the outside, and then either you have we have my man Tolbert. You know, shout out to you, Jalen, man. And then we got
Turp might take
Turp.
this.
I think Turp in the slot ain't bad. You know, or put him in the backfield. You know, a lot of the little gadget plays. It's Shotty's first year. This is the time you can go out and try shit. This is the time you can go out and be innovative. You know, change your shit up this year.
Yeah, because you can put.
This is it. Nobody has no tape on you. They don't know what you want to do.
You can throw Turp in the slot, and you know, Blue's a pretty good returner. He's a special team guy.
Yeah, man.
I think CD gonna go in the slot though.
I'm cool with CD in the slot.
I mean, he can line up anywhere though.
You might as well.
So,
Yeah, he can line up anywhere.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, especially
You
what
want
you
him in
got
there
when
in
you
this
got
match.
Pickens. Know what I'm saying? You got Pickens, man. You could throw
definitely.
Pickens on the outside. CD, of course, he's versatile. He can line up wherever, but I like CD in the slot.
Yeah. Let him get on the second or third DB.
Yeah.
Mess up and put a linebacker safety on him so he can cut. I'm with that.
I mean, I'm cool with it too, but I think if you got Pickens one corner, CD and Turpin in the slot, I think it's a deadly.
So,
I agree with that.
Then having Turpin in the on the end. But either way it's fine. Like I said, because CD you can put him anywhere. So
What about Mingo?
Yeah, I let them battle. I was about to say,
Trash.
They can battle out that third spot for real.
So we know Pickens upside. So worst case scenario, how you think his season goes with Pickens? Because
He's ready ball.
What I think. No, I mean, we know the upside. We know what can happen. But when I look at the history of Steeler receivers, the last 4-5 of them.
AB got him a Super Bowl.
Hey man, it was Tom Brady. He was
Okay,
good,
we
but-
got Dak Prescott.
AB
We got
ball,
that. We
AB
got a
ball.
leader in Dak.
But they are professional.
I mean, he's a leader.
They are
You
professional
got to give him
crash
being
outs.
a
Don't put
leader.
Dak in the
All
same
of them.
sentence with Tom
Well,
Brady.
I ain't
You can't
putting
say
him.
Tom
I ain't
Brady
saying,
and
but
chase it
I,
with
but
Dak.
I'm not saying. But Tom Brady's leadership,
defense was nice
but
too, though,
Tom
bro.
Brady's leadership and his play goes hand in hand. I'm just
Dak's
talking
don't.
about as far
Dak's
as
don't,
a
yeah.
lead.
It's
But
not
I'm just
Dak's
talking
don't.
about Dak as a leader, though.
His talk
To be
don't
able
match
to-
up his play.
That was gonna give
I
me
agree,
Had two
but
receivers like
but
this
I'm
season.
saying-
Like, he ain't had this. It's
Man, he
his
had
first
Cooper.
time.
He had Cooper and CD.
Cooper and CD. Cooper
Hey.
at the end. CD was on the come up. He was rookie year.
We'll take Cooper right now. Ain't at the end. We'll
But
take Cooper right
Pickens
now.
is the type of receiver that Dak needs, though.
Yeah.
When he
Yeah.
be getting, because he don't really have to be open. He don't have to be open.
Okay, so
He
as I said, we know
yeah,
the-
man,
but
he's
that's what we
He gonna
know.
get open.
Man, he's gonna bully ball at ball
agree.
when that's in the
did it.
air.
And
When
he's
it's
on
in
the
the
contract. And he
air,
got him on
Dak
the
gonna
contract
have to be
here.
accurate on that, man. With Pickens, I mean, look what Dak did with Gallup at 1 year at year, man.
Nowhere near Dak's level.
I can agree those.
They ain't nowhere near
But
Dak's
we
level.
know.
Hey,
what
man.
we know what he can do, and like I said, I agree with that. But we don't have for that for the perceived personality, and you look at what he could possibly bring on the sideline. My thing is that
What
I mean,
We
we
don't
had
have them leaders.
Dez.
What-
We
what-
had
hold on.
Dez on the
But we have
sideline.
leaders on
Cowboys
that.
been
We have-
worried about
Nah,
sideline
dog,
antics.
because
Let me
we have a
ask you,
soft.
what-
We have a.
been
We
doing
don't.
this,
Nah,
man.
we don't
What
have. We
perceived-
don't have the leaders. We
What
don't have the leaders for that, bro.
What perceived personality?
Right.
See, look, man.
So
We
you
don't have
don't
no
like
leader
his
on the team.
attitude? You
Terry,
don't like
Terry,
his
look.
attitude? They said
No, I'm
that.
Terry.
saying that, bro.
Terry,
Like, so
you have
when
to-
you follow,
Look,
Look,
Terry, real talk.
Truth to truth.
No, Terry, real
Truth to
talk.
truth.
Real talk. Hold on. Young T, real talk.
He's
Real
trying
talk.
to do the
You
brother
can't-
like that, man.
You can't
This is
let
football. We need that
you
wild
can't
shit.
let
No, not to fuck
the
up my locker
media
room, bro.
and what
Man,
people
ain't
say
fucking no
influence.
locker
It's called propaganda, bro.
And we had
hold on.
T.O.
This dude.
T.O. was in the middle of shit too.
Let
Like,
me
he
ask
was in
you
the
a
middle of
question.
shit.
But
too.
he
Let me ask you a question,
balled.
Terry.
He
Real
balled, but he was in
question.
the middle of shit too. And they
What
say he fucked up the locker room.
Has
just like his
Pickens
brother.
done?
It's because we had them
Or
soft
what have you heard of anything about
Jerry.
Pickens?
Hold on.
off
Let
the
OG
field?
finish it
Off
out.
the field. What have you heard about Pickens
not-
ever off the field?
I'm not.
Nothing.
I'm asking you a question.
man.
because you
Nothing.
said- But you said
And how many
perceived-
times-
you said the
I'm on the
perceived,
sideline.
but
On
you
the
said
sideline.
the perceived,
We had Zeke.
the
You know he
perceived
was wilding off
perception.
the field.
And how
said
many
the perceived
times?
perception.
And how many times
We
we
had
wanted a
leaders in,
player
bro.
to curve on the sideline?
okay, I
We
get it.
wanted somebody to be all in somebody's face
man.
when we ain't winning or we ain't.
You got a Pittsburgh
from everything
team.
I'm
All
hearing,
of
he
that
just
is
want to
true.
win.
You got a
All of that's
Pittsburgh
true,
team
but we don't
who
have the leader
doesn't-
to hold it. We don't
You
have
have
the
a
leader for that, bro.
Pittsburgh team who doesn't
all
throw
this,
the
we
ball.
heard Dak's a leader of men.
Bro, Dak's not, bro. Dak be on his damn iPad. He throw a pick. He's not. No, he's on his iPad.
He's on
bro.
the
He
phone
don't talk- he's on that
sideline
phone
saying, "We fucking
sideline.
suck."
We fucking suck, bro. We don't have.
That's
we don't-
true.
Okay, we can say Mike. We can say Mike is the leader, but Mike's the vocal leader because we don't have.
So
no
what about
other one.
CD?
See, bro, I don't see CD punching on Dak. I don't see him getting Dak shit. I
Huh?
don't see that. You don't see him getting Dak shit, bro. Trayvon got a Dak shit on the sideline. You see how they talk to him? You a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get in there and make him feel like you have to put some fire up under. Who puts fire under Dak? Who puts fire up under Dak?
But you really can't.
Nobody. And
But
then
nobody.
no. So what I'm saying is
Nobody.
that if we don't
It's the
get this
same
ball,
dude
Go
been
nuts,
there,
tell
so
him.
what
if you don't
worried
get this
about
ball,
now?
nobody, bro. If you don't
They
get this
didn't do
ball,
nothing then, they ain't-
but
what
we
they
don't.
worried about
We
it
don't have
now?
the room for distractions.
What?
We don't have the room. We don't
Man,
have the room for it, bro.
so you want
This team
another
ain't got
soft
team.
ass team?
We ain't got room
You want a
for
room
it.
full of soft,
I don't
soft?
want no soft team. You
talking
right.
about?
That's why we ain't winning shit. But
We
that's
goes
why.
nuts.
But that's why we
It's been
ain't
like
winning
this.
shit.
This
Nah,
ain't nothing new.
What?
That's cool,
Tell
bro.
him,
But I'm
Steve-O.
not.
Tell
But
him,
see,
man.
This ain't nothing new.
But
You
we
talking
also-
like you
Steve-O.
from?
Tell him.
nah, bro. We had leaders around these times, bro. We had leaders around. This team don't have no.
Bro,
true
they
leaders,
coming up, man. It's a new regime. You're talking about this rebuild shit. This was a soft
rebuilding.
rebuild,
It's a
man.
soft
you
and
got that
the
old
team is
mentality out of the room. You got all them out of the room, bro. It's a
So you
new
believe he's
regime.
gonna come in and light a fire up under this team that ain't had a fire the whole time?
Yeah, these dudes getting
Man,
their
he's getting ready to
opportunity
ball,
lead. This
man.
team is getting their
The reason
opportunity.
why
He's
I
getting
think-
ready to ball, man.
Last four
telling you.
He's
receivers come out
getting
of-
ready to
look,
ball in
last four
Dallas.
receivers
Look,
came out
check
of-
one
out
two,
of
check
Pittsburgh
one
was
two,
what,
man.
AB, Chase Claypool,
Hey,
They all got Super Bowl.
Deontay
They all
Deontay
went off
Johnson.
to
He just got
produce it,
suspended
check
from 3 different
one
teams.
two.
Deontay Johnson got suspended twice last year after the Steelers got rid of him.
But check this
From
out.
two separate
What do
teams.
players normally
like
do
that.
in contract years?
They ball, and that's the one thing.
Okay,
They ball.
okay,
They ball.
that's
And
all
that's
I
the- and
want
that's the
to
one
hear.
thing-
And then look,
that's the
he's
one
got to
hope.
earn
That's
that
the hope.
contract. So you think he's getting ready to mess up his money in the locker
not.
room?
And you
hope
talking
not,
scared
bro.
because look, we gonna if
hope
worst
not.
come to worst, we get the third round comp pick.
Yeah, so
Right,
good.
if we
I ain't
don't
worried about
sign
what
him.
we lose. I ain't
Go
worried about
nuts,
what we
man.
lose.
What you
I
keep
just
talking
don't
about
want.
this
Man,
Nah,
Pickens
nah,
is
nah.
getting ready
Hey,
to
man.
ball.
Our quarterback.
Pickens is getting ready. I'm putting it out here right now. I'm putting it out here right now before the summertime. Pickens is getting. Remember when I said feed Rico the ball? Now right now, Pickens is getting ready to ball.
What do you consider ball?
That's what I'm
Man.
Numbers out. What are you saying? How many yards? How many catches?
1100,
How many
1100.
CD having? How many CD having in that?
Shit, CD gonna get what CD gonna do what CD does.
You're feeding CD.
So you saying we getting both of them?
Hell yeah, why not? Why not? We had Gallup. Did we have Gallup and CD in the same year? Did we have a year Gallup ball?
I'd be lying. I'd be lying if I
Yeah,
told you.
that-
I'm saying look up Gallup's year, the year he balled.
That year.
That wasn't
Pickens is way colder than Gallup.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We are a quarterback.
Absolutely.
And then what they gonna do when they double CD? I'm saying they can't double CD. They can't double CD
CD
now.
These are all pros. You talking about they
I'm
really
saying-
get the
And CD
ball.
still.
CD gets open.
What CD
That
get
goes-
last year?
Y'all tell me we're gonna be a run first team. Are
That's
we
what I'm
run
saying.
first or throw first?
That's what we
If
talking
we
about
got two
now.
receivers with 1,000, that means we throwing first.
That ain't absolutely true though.
No, that ain't
He
absolutely
had
true.
nine.
Fault ball,
He had
man.
900.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not
look,
absolutely
look,
true.
Man, we not the team. We not the coach
We
team
not.
on turf. We
We not.
saying.
That's not hard to do. I
It's
mean,
the hope that Pickens.
they had
is
they had the Bengals had T. Higgins and Chase Brown in the backfield. He balled this year.
They did it with the one that just left with Mickens.
Yeah.
I mean, Mixon. They did it with Mixon. I mean,
Man,
it's
we
always
ain't them. Who's
quarterbacks.
that quarterback?
Hey, man,
Who was that quarterback?
Quarterbacks are throwing for
the coach?
4,000.
Who's
Hey,
that-
bro. Quarterbacks
scheme
are
they
throwing.
running, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
man,
what we're gonna find
look.
out. We don't know
How
why
many
they're
yards
heavy.
passing did Lamar Jackson have?
I don't know. I'm not a Ravens fan. I
How
can't
many
tell you.
passing yards did Lamar Jackson have? My point is over 3,000.
Yeah.
So my point
They
is,
was running
so
heavy.
so that's feasible. So you got
Zay
two
Flowers
receivers that
probably
can get
balled,
1,000,
so he got
and they
hurt.
still had 1,000-yard rusher. So
What about
yes, you can
Philly?
have-
What did
Wait,
AJ Brown and
Devontae
Devontae have?
I'm just
With
saying,
that, you don't
but-
think Fergie's gonna get no catches? You don't think Turpin's getting no catches?
But listen, how
So,
many
so
yards
what?
he had.
Hold
So,
up, man.
yeah.
Let me look up Philly. What they
Yeah.
do with
Look how
AJ
many
Brown
yards he
and
got.
Devontae?
AJ Brown was mad because they were running the ball too much. That's what I'm saying.
He
You
was
had that
fired
receiver.
up?
He was fired because they weren't running it
Lamar
because he
Jackson
wasn't
down,
getting that
man.
ball. And thank you for
Passing
bringing it up. You
ball.
see
He
what
was
that
mad at
receiver
Jalen Hurts
does.
because Jalen Hurts couldn't hit him.
He can, bro. My thing is that Dak still. We're giving CD. CD is the man, bro. But he gets open. He gets
Lamar
open
had
more than Dak throws him
4,000
open.
yards. Lamar had 4,000 yards and 1,000-yard rusher. So you're telling me they both can't get 1,000 yards and we still can't run the ball?
But that is
Come
Lamar.
on,
You are
man.
comparing him to an MVP
No, I'm
quarterback.
not. I'm just comparing you to if
offense.
we run the ball and throw the ball.
Nah,
we can
but they
literally
running the
have-
ball. They're
And
running the ball with
AJ
Derrick
Brown
Henry.
had 1,000 yards last
They're
year.
running the ball with
Literally
Derrick Henry, bro. Like, no, don't
That
compare
makes
that.
it even more
Don't
better,
compare-
dog, because they can throw the ball.
No, but they
AJ
also-
Brown had
they also
1,000
have Zay
yards
Flowers.
last
Bro,
year
they also
with
have Zay
Saquon.
But they also have Zay Flowers. But they also have Zay Flowers.
What
They
is-
have
what is
Smith
Smith
Bateman in them ball
Exactly.
too, dog. But that's
and Mark
Devontae
Andrews,
Smith
and
had
they got two
833
tight ends
though.
catching the rock, too.
Lamar's
So-
not Dak. Lamar's not Dak though, bro.
He's not.
And that's
But
not, and that's not
Saquon had almost 2,000. We ain't got no running backs
but-
ready to
but
do
he
like.
missed.
We ain't got no running backs ready to do all that.
Devontae missed 3-4 games too.
Devontae, yeah.
Yeah,
So he
I mean,
was
yeah,
hurt a
Pickens
little
had
bit.
900 last year, if I'm right, in Pittsburgh. With whatever quarterback.
But
they
look-
got.
look at
So
that
you expect him to have
quarterbacks.
1,000 exactly. So you expect him to come here and have 1,000 wins.
Hell yeah.
In our offense with Dak.
I'm
as
not
quarterback.
saying
Hell
Dre's
yeah.
expecting it. I'm just saying it's very possible. With Lamar having 4,000 yards passing and they running back still getting over 1,000, it's possible that
you compare him to a
Look,
two-time MVP,
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's not a fair comparison. dog. It's
With
not
a Hall of Fame running back.
okay, where's my say? Dakota passes.
with a coach,
But you got a
when
Hall of
Dakota-
Fame running safeties is coming up. They ain't respecting Lamar starting safeties coming up. They dropping back on Dallas. They're not worried about our running game.
So
They're not worried about that running game with the quarterback
If they
or the
coming
running- or
up,
the
they
running back.
still not stopping the run.
It's not a fair comparison, bro, because that team is better. That team is better. The scheme is better than ours. right now, bro. It's a better
Look,
quarterback.
my point is because Dak throws for 4,000 yards. You know when Dak's out there, he throws the ball, man.
Man, we don't know what Dak gonna do this year.
But he can.
We don't know.
but
We
it's
don't know
easily
how he's
possible.
getting coached. We don't know nothing
It's
right
not
now.
hard. It's not hard.
Yeah, we do.
Easily
Yeah, we do.
possible.
He said he
we
gonna be a
know.
run.
Exactly.
He said he gonna be a run. He gonna be a run first.
So Pickens. So that means Pickens still gonna get.
That's what
both of
that's
them
what the
still gonna get 1,000.
philosophy is.
We're
I'm-
running
Run first. That's
Who did they grab in the first round?
Offensive lineman
It's not
Yeah.
hard to get 2,000-yard receivers if they producing.
in our offense.
But Dak
I'm
is
still
still
like
all-pro
one of them-
quarterback.
Dak,
throwing
look,
200.
Dak is still.
So what y'all see Pickens getting? 700?
It's
No,
not.
I don't know. I don't know what
Right.
to expect.
I think he gonna do
I don't
Brandon
know.
Cooks.
I don't know what
know.
to.
Y'all think he gonna get 500?
No, I'm not even really
Bro,
looked into it.
In hopes,
that
in hopes,
depth
bro,
yet.
in hopes,
I just
you
know
would
he's
like-
going to be a
you
factor
would like to see 1,000
because you're not
minimum.
going to be a double team CD,
You would like to see
and you're
1,000
not going to be able to double team him. So the way I feel, wherever Dak wants to go, he's going to have options.
You make it seem like
That's just
Dak
how I
is
feel.
just-
Options.
But y'all make it see. That's what I'm saying. You make it seem like Dak is gonna make that pass. You make it seem like Dak is.
But
see,
he
y'all make it seem
throws
like-
for 4 or 5 thousand every year, so he makes some passes. That's right. He doesn't throw for 4,000 a year. Terry not making any passes.
I mean,
man.
I agree, but he also can throw for 4,000 a year, throwing 60 times a game. So my thing is that when you have Dak, as open as Pickens can get, is Dak going to give him the ball?
Why not?
What?
I'm saying, is he going to
Why
make the
not?
pass? Is he going to make the pass? Is he
Yes.
going to make the right?
Why not?
Why are
He
y'all
hit-
believers now just because he has the receiver? Why is
He hit
he?
you.
Michael, did he try to
All
get
of a sudden, now he got the receiver changes. Why-
Okay, I'm
this
gonna tell
receiver
you
doesn't
why.
change the
I'm gonna
quality
tell
of
you
the
why.
quarterback.
Did he get the ball to Michael Gallup?
receiver, bro,
Did he
Michael-
get the ball to Michael
Michael Gallup
Gallup?
would always have to make spectacular catches.
He's a
Exactly.
That's what he do.
Bro, a
What
lot of them passes are bad,
Terry.
bro.
That's what he do.
How many times have our receiver built on our quarterback? Y'all literally, y'all got short ass memory.
Pickens
dog.
was
Like,
a way.
y'all remember
No,
that
we ain't
short
talking
memory.
about Gallup in the
Y'all-
weak
Very
years.
true.
We ain't talking about Gallup in the weak years. We're not talking about Gallup in the weak years. Hold up, man. Let me pull up Gallup's stats,
No, man.
Pickens stats the same as Gallup. They got the
But-
same
but-
stats.
but-
They both had 1,000
In
yard receivers.
2019,
Come on,
Gallup had 1,107 yards. Why Pickens can't do it?
Pickens had 1,000-yard receiving
Receiver
year
game
too.
too.
My-
Not
He
nowhere
had
near
a-
the
he
quarterback
had a nine.
talent. Nowhere near the quarterback talent.
They throw first.
But Gallup had
No
400, 400.
You can
Pickens
double
ain't ready to
team-
do it.
You can
Not
double
at all.
team Pickens because they had
Not at
nowhere
all.
else to go and throw
Not
the
at
ball
all,
to.
bro.
So he constantly
Pickens
had
is
a
the
double
number
team,
one.
my man,
I can
over
agree
top
with
of
that.
him.
Constantly had a
And-
double
and-
team.
And also,
did it with-
along with that,
And his quarterback
Mason
play is kind of
Rudolph,
weak.
Kenny Pickett,
his quarterback play was very weak.
Justin Fields,
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, terrible. I don't wanna say
Exactly.
terrible, bad
Come
quarterback,
on,
bad
man.
quarterback.
He got CD over her, man.
All these years, man, his
I-
whole career.
He got
That's what
CD
Hey man,
over.
Pickens coming out. Pickens coming out of college. Pickens coming out of college. Hold on, though.
No, not.
Pickens.
Man, Pickens getting ready to ball.
Y'all tripping.
Pickens
Y'all
coming
like
out of
Pickens
college.
ain't-
We need a playmaker, man.
Y'all talking about that.
Hey, look at y'all, man. Look at 17 and 0 over here, man. Look at him, man.
Not no more.
Look, I'm telling you, man. Pickens is getting ready to
I
ball.
would hope so. Look, that's
on, man.
what we hope, bro.
That's
but-
what we
Ain't
need
no
in
hope.
Dallas.
And
That's
Ain't
what
no
we need
hope.
in the locker
We
room.
need
That
a.
attitude.
I've been
Terry.
screaming for a
And his
playmaker,
talent.
man. I've been
His talent.
screaming for this, man.
His talent
We
was
got
better
him.
than Gallup's coming out of college.
is.
He's a lot talented.
And he's
More
on a
talented
contract
player.
year.
But look,
Yeah.
never once have I said
You
that
got to
Pickens
deal with
isn't.
two number one
Pickens is
receivers in
all of
Dallas
that
now.
you all said, bro.
And he
Like, I'm
blocks.
not. I look.
And he blocks.
For the record, I've never said that all of what you all saying is totally true, but he is not the one throwing the ball to him.
Bro, we
so the
just told
same
you
problems
who
that
was the
Dak has had
quarterbacks,
year
bro.
after year. So now all of a
He's
sudden,
not a
we think
route
over the
runner.
summer-
He's
we-
not-
So we, okay, we're not saying what Pickens he is. Like, let's just take Pickens out of this. So you think
You can't
no,
do
know
that
what I'm
because he's
saying?
all in it. He's
no,
what it is.
No, what I'm saying is that
He
the
is
person's
it.
listen, the actual quarterback.
Tell him Jerry
Do you
Jones
think that
still
he's
sells
being?
tickets,
Do you think that this quarterback has made himself that much better over this offseason where he's going to make?
Okay,
the throws
before
that
he was
wasn't making
injured
before?
last year, what kind of year was he having?
Talking about him
Should
making
he?
throws.
What was he
was
second
bad.
in MVP voting?
That was 2 years ago.
No, he was shitty last
He was
year.
shitty.
No,
last year, the
I
first-
said,
That was 2 years ago.
he got hurt. I'm saying skip the hurt last year.
His
What
comeback
was
year.
he
He
the
just
year
came back
before
here.
that?
Before he was hurt last year, he was shitty.
Okay,
When-
but I'm
he had
saying
one
the
good
year
season.
before that, what did he
I
do?
ain't skipping a year. I'm
No.
skipping. I'm saying the
Let's
last
sit
we
down,
seen
man.
him, he was
Shit,
doing
we
it.
ain't
got
have
two.
no
He
damn.
got
We
two.
ain't
He
have
got
shit
two.
for him. Now
Dak
we
has had
got
two
we
really
got
good seasons in
two
his
receivers.
career.
We got two
Dak has
1A
had two
and
really
one
good
B.
seasons.
We
Dak
got
has had two
two
of them in his career.
receivers, man.
Bro,
We
Dak's
we done
tenure here-
shored up our offensive
missed
line.
two.
So
He
y'all
missed
think
two.
our offensive lines is getting ready to be weak?
No,
Nope.
no.
And
Yeah,
then
we
you
got a
see,
nice
you
OC,
see,
is a hell of
hey,
a
and then
offensive
We
you
waiting
line
to
see,
see what
coach.
Guyton's
and
gonna
then
do.
you
We
see
gotta
what
know
they
Guyton's
did on
gonna
the
do.
running backs. They went and got, Moff the big
Y'all
guy.
are
They got
believers.
Javante, but no, they got. But
Man,
what they
Thunder
did
and
is
Lightning.
they got Miles Sanders if he makes it, and that's
He ain't gonna
that's-
make it.
Well, that's to come out and catch the ball.
Y'all
He's a good receiver out of the
what Jay
backfield.
Luke-
Nah, we ain't.
just
Nah,
have
I'd rather
Benjamin
have
Ross
Deuce,
over
man.
there.
Let
I'm
him
just
get
saying,
up
well,
to it.
Captain
Maybe-
Optimism.
yeah. But because
He
Miles
turned
is a
him, bro.
veteran, don't
Gotta
underestimate
turn
him
into
making
the
that team.
Avengers on me.
I don't see him making
Gotta
it, but
tell
it's
y'all
very
back,
possible.
dog.
Nah, we ain't back, man. We just saying
Oh,
that.
Y'all
He ain't
back,
back.
man.
Who?
I'm
How
not a
we
believer.
back?
I'm just not a
He's
believer.
scared to be back though. He's timid.
I think
Man,
nah,
I'm-
Get in it.
It's just
He
when I
don't
think
want
about
no
it.
nuts.
Not just when I
He
think
won't
about
sit there
it.
with these shades on. He's hiding because he can't put his all on TV. He's talking all soft trying to hide. Man, I'm on that.
Nah, look,
And normally,
Mr. Sam
I
Team
gotta go.
yeah, normally it's
Nah,
positive, man. It's
man.
optimistic,
Steve-O.
Terry.
Y'all real
Now we got the
optimistic.
Mr.
pessimistic
17-0.
Terry.
But it's wild.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
But look,
We missed 17-0, but we optimistic.
The thing
Right,
that's crazy about
right.
this, look, the thing that's crazy about this, if we watch the progression of our emotions through this, because when we drafted Tyler Booker,
what you
it was a
scared
whole
of,
lot
your
of
emotions.
God damn it, we drafted the first words out of
I
Steve's mouth.
agree,
God damn it,
but we
drafted
didn't
Tyler
see that. We
motherfucking
didn't
Booker.
see what was going on in the future.
Right. So now that the Pickens has made that good, y'all feel that that now we're
That's
if Pickens goes
even
for those
better than I
numbers,
thought.
if Pickens
It's
goes
even
for those
better than I thought
numbers,
it wanted
we
to
should be in
be.
contention for the NFC East as far as winning games.
We are.
Yeah. What you scared of?
Oh, okay.
I mean, we have a defense too.
My bad,
We have
bro.
to see
My
everything.
fault.
It's not
My fault.
just.
So now we
What
win
you
the NFC.
scared of?
So now my fault, bro. So the Pickens literally just made us an NFC East championship contender.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm on the record.
I got you, dog. I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Coming back.
When we come back and we got it.
Hey, I'm gonna
Take
tell you
them
right.
shades
I'm gonna
off
tell
and
you
be
right.
like,
And I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna tell you right.
D, you the
Because
I'm gonna tell you right. If you right,
because if we can start out strong, we only gonna get better as the season goes.
Man, I love it, dog. I love it. Thank you, George Pickens.
With
man.
Trayvon coming back,
appreciate y'all
with
doing
Demo coming back. Yeah, we ain't finished, man. Hey, plus y'all sleeping on them trades, man, low key, man. Them trades we done picked. All right, man. So you don't think Jack, the linebacker, gonna do nothing for us?
I think he's gonna be all right. I think he's a plug-in. Or do I think he's gonna be a major factor? No.
But
Has he been a major factor in his career?
But nah, what I'm saying is,
Why is he great?
what he do with the Bears? He ain't ball at the
He
Bears.
wasn't no Sean Lee.
Yeah, that's-
Because they love him because he got fights.
But
bro.
that's
Sean Lee,
that's
we
where
love
I'm
Sean
a
Lee too,
little.
dog. He
That's
got
why
fights.
I'm a little.
On defense.
Well, right in the middle of that cookie. Just right
Yeah,
in
we got- we
the
still need a
middle,
D-tackle.
from the middle of the
need a one
D
track.
tackle right to the middle of that
What-
linebacker core.
we
with
still
that
need a
Demo
one
right
track in
there.
the
I'm
middle,
kinda
for sure.
inside that
We still need
cupcake,
a
right
one
there
track in the
cream. I'm a little nervous about the cream of that cupcake.
But that
It's a
ain't
little soft.
where the linebacker's supposed to step up at?
But that's my point. I'm worried
Yeah.
about the D
We need
tackle
somebody-
and the
we need somebody in
linebackers.
there
About without Demo and them. I like
need
saying
a
more
veteran.
than them. I like to play in, but I
But
just think
y'all
we still-
forgetting about Sam Williams and Marshawn too, though.
But that's on the
Yeah, nah.
ends. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah. You
linebacker.
talking about
I'm
the middle.
The middle. I'm a little. I mean, we can shore it up, but I'm a little. We might still be a little.
So what about the
Look vulnerable
corner?
there.
What about the corner we just got? The corner.
Shavon.
If he's
in the draft.
Because
think
he comes up and plays all that too.
depending on his
The
health,
one we
how's his health?
drafted?
Yeah, Ravel.
I think he's gonna be
Yeah,
all
he's
right, but I
tough.
think it's gonna be later on in the year. After
Yeah,
he
I
get,
think his health is
Yeah.
kind of shaking.
But I think
He
they-
might start. They say he been practicing. Ain't got nothing on that knee or nothing.
yeah, I think.
I like
I just
the-
think
the
that year
Donovan draft,
after
too.
I
is a
think
little
the one we
swinging
traded for
100%.
from Buffalo, I think he's trash.
I'm saying, but he's a rotational piece
Yeah,
though
yeah.
that can help get
but
some
when his
breathers.
rotation come around, we hit.
So you don't think he's better than the 25 and 27 from last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
But
that's
that
a
don't mean
step
we
up.
win. That don't mean just because you
who
play
compare
shit with
this
shit
to,
don't
dog?
make
But
it
he's a
better.
rotational piece
That don't make
though.
us-
He wasn't rotational. He was rotational.
He's a
because we had nobody
rotational
else.
piece
Bro,
though.
we was 9 quarterbacks deep, bro. We was 9 DBs.
They
bro.
were in starter minutes. They were playing starter minutes.
Yeah, but Elam's better than all of
Rebels gonna
them.
ball.
Elam's better than all of them.
Yeah, they
But
were
that-
playing
but-
starter minutes. We just putting them in a
look,
rotational.
Just,
Right.
I get what you like. Elam is better than 25 and 27.
All right.
But that's a low bar.
What about 21?
That's
Very
a low
low.
bar, bro.
Is it a
That's
low bar as a
21's
rotational
decent. I mean,
piece though?
Because we were bad. Carson, we wanted Carson back because of how bad 25 and 27 was. Carson has, I think
Carson might step up.
I think Carson has potential. I think Carson has potential. I'm not going to sit there and say that he don't. But Elam is an upgrade, but from what? You know what I mean?
what?
From what, dog? You
From the
like,
bottom.
Piece. I
Nah,
don't
dog.
call
The
it a
bottom.
upgrade.
He's an
Rotational.
upgrade as a rotational
He
piece
might not make the
though.
team. That's what they say. He might not make the team, bro. Like, it's
It
just
just
one of them
depends on
things.
him.
Hey,
He's a
shit, we
former
need
first-round
corners.
pick.
Why he won't make the team?
He's a former first-round pick, so he definitely trying to get.
He won't
some
make
out
the
of him.
team, and we traded
He
for
said he
him.
might
What we
not be.
give for
It
him?
wouldn't be the first time.
He said he won't make the team.
I say he
man.
might not.
You
I'm
got
just
to
saying he
do
might
like
not.
Revel on that,
Yeah.
third,
Yeah, y'all tripping,
back.
man.
So where's he?
I
At
ain't
what
worried
position?
about all
So you see him being what? Third on the depth chart at DB. Elam being third on the depth chart at DB.
I'm just saying, as long as he's rotational.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It
like,
depend
so
on
where
how
is he?
far
Where are we
they
plugging
roll.
him into? And if we're plugging him
It
in,
depends on like what part of time when Diggs come back.
Yeah.
we don't know how they're gonna come back.
You got Bland, you got Revel.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Blaine and Rebel. I'm cool with them when they come back. Diggs, I don't know what to
So
say
do
for
you,
Trayvon.
so with week one, man, moving on to Philly, man.
Come back
They-
off an injury, bro. He might not stay healthy.
He gonna be a threat.
What
regardless.
is
I hope so.
do we think with Philly with said we opening up the NFL with opening night in Philly, watching them get their rings or whatever. Y'all think this is too much pressure for Shoddy? Y'all think this is too much pressure on him? Or, how y'all feel going into that
He
game?
might come out with a little pressure just being a head coach, but for him, he grew up in that field.
Do you think Shotty got pressure on him?
He grew up in football, man. I think he
I think anytime
and he lined up a lot of smart people around him that's veterans. So
I think anytime you start off the first game with defending champs, it's always rough.
I think he's playing with house money.
Whoever going, yeah.
I literally think he's playing with house money, bro. Like, we're the underdog coming in that game. Like, if for us to look bad would be like he doesn't have that expectation. So I think if there's any time to play to coach free right now and to play free, it would be that game because you don't have you expect them to. America will probably expect Vegas. Watch the numbers. They'll probably expect them to come here and thump us, bro.
That's a big
like
thing.
anything that we can do. If we win, it's going to be an upset.
But that's going to be
It's gonna be an upset.
That's going to be a
don't
big
think
time
so?
game.
I mean, it's.
Traditionally, it shouldn't be, but I think
You're
we'll
on the
be a touchdown
road.
dog.
You're on the road, so of
We'll be a
course
touchdown
we're
dog.
the underdog on the road. New regime, they're bringing pretty much everybody back, right?
Yeah,
So
we'll be a touchdown dog in that game.
so
But-
we
and
are the
that's gonna
underdog, but
And that's going to mean something else, though, Terry, because if for instance, if we go in there and really get thumped, that's game one for Shoddy. How's that going to affect him the rest of the year? So it's a big game. I mean, we need.
do
to
you
go in
see
there
us
and
getting thumped?
No, I'm just saying it can mess with his psyche. We need to really go in there and compete because if he goes in there and gets thumped on day one, then he's looking at his job over his shoulder. He's looking at a whole lot of other things. We need to go in and compete. It's a big game for him.
Jerry ain't fired.
Not that we have to win.
Jerry, I don't think one game is
He's
going to do
been
it.
around football. He
I'm
understands
not-
divisional games, bro. Like, I don't think he's gonna come in and he lose that game. He's gonna give up. I'll be shell shocked.
I'm not saying, but he come in
grew
and
up
get
in
he
football,
come in and
man.
get
He
rocked.
understands what's going
Okay,
on.
if he come in and get rocked and we win 5 or 6 games, does he keep his job?
He keep
How's
his
he
job
got?
regardless.
He keep his job regardless. Yeah, we
keep his
don't
job
feel
regardless.
sorry. Jerry,
Contract
bro.
out.
Look again. You're
Unless
thinking
it's just too bad. Like
You're
you're
thinking
over 15 or 17 or something.
You're
like
thinking
that, but
like
other than-
you're not putting your Jerry hat on, bro. He's gonna be around here, bro. If let's like you said, 0-17, some terrible like 3-4 game win in the season.
We're not going
screwed.
0-17.
No, that's what I'm saying. So Shotty's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
here
what
for
we
next
gonna
year.
do.
Shotty's gonna be here for a little
I don't
while.
know what
But
we
we're
just
not
hoping-
going
I
0-17.
don't know
we
what we
couldn't.
gonna
Not
do.
no
That'd be the only thing to get him
0-17.
fired. No, that'd be the only thing to get him fired.
We're not going
That'd be
0-17.
the only
don't know
thing.
what we gonna
Shotty's
do.
gonna keep his
Hey,
job.
who
I
the-
think-
It just had to be something drastic. I ain't necessarily
So going into the game, I mean, how would y'all? Are y'all looking for moral victories?
No.
Nah.
So
gonna see what we
if they go in and put up a nice fight and lose,
Somewhat I am. I'm looking for mentality change. I'm looking for
Okay.
a different mentality.
all right,
Yeah.
It's definitely a soft rebuild.
second year,
And that growth.
I'm looking at a different mentality. I'm looking
nah. I'm looking at the time is now, man.
Discipline and all that.
We can't keep waiting, man.
It's
We
a
gotta
how
do
lose,
something.
man. Like it's a how, bro.
You gotta do something win.
Sorry, we can't lose
Now.
by the same
Oh,
shit that we've been doing.
Yeah, I'm with that damn
Man, I ain't got time for no more patience, man. I ain't got time for patience. Let me tell you, we got to do something between now and when Dak's contract is up in these 4 years. For real. I mean, what else we now I can see if we got a rookie quarterback back there, first year quarterback back there, then I'm going to give it a little bit more time.
Dak don't play out that whole contract.
Okay, well, if he don't play out the whole contract, then the time is really now. The
We don't
time is
have-
really now.
We don't have that
Once it makes it, those books
Baltimore Ray Lewis defense to say, okay, you can be lacking on a lot of other parts. Go on and get it. I'm just saying.
We don't know. I don't know.
Well,
what we got.
I'm saying
I don't
player
know
for
what
player.
we got.
Player for player, we don't. On paper, we don't. They may jump up and pop out and show a nigga. But player for player, we do not. So, I mean, that's the only,
We are the third
So if
best
you-
team in our division right now.
They told me we fighting for the championship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, technically, we are the third best team
By
in
the
our
time they get
division.
done with this, we gonna be.
We just
competing
think, like,
for
so
the
let's put it
NFC
in
East for
perspective.
sure.
It's like,
Well, nobody's won the East twice in how many years?
but that
That's
still
history.
don't make it.
That's
that means-
history.
It must means it's Washington's year to win it.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Like, we're
But
not
we
better.
beat Washington without Dak.
We did. I'm
Okay.
Ain't nothing, bro.
So what you
But
talking
we lose
about?
games that
Still
we
gotta
ain't
prove they
supposed to
can beat that.
lose. That's our problem. Is the games with the Cincinnati
And
game
win
that came back
games
bite
we
us in
ain't
the ass.
supposed to win.
The Cincinnati games, and that's.
But you
it.
talking about a Dakless Cincinnati game.
I mean, true, but he wasn't playing like shit before. We was losing with him. We was getting thumped with him. That's what I'm like. How much was we losing by with Dak in the game? We were getting thumped, bro. Thumped. But that's what I'm saying.
We ain't have no
Like, that's
number
picking.
one, number two receiver.
But even with
We
that,
ain't
we
have
weren't.
Pickens.
New
We ain't
Orleans.
have Pickens.
New Orleans.
We ain't have GP. Are you with me?
Pickens
We
don't
ain't have God's
Bruh,
property.
Pickens.
We ain't have that.
Pickens
man.
don't. How much did we
Keep
lose to
talking
by
about
New
these other
Orleans?
ones we had,
How
that
much?
little
How much
short
New Orleans
little
beat us by
dude
last year?
running, they ain't that
40. They
fast,
beat us by
man.
40 last year.
40.
Pickens don't make up 40.
Man, you don't know what's going on.
Pickens don't make up 40, bro.
don't know what's
Like that's
going
40.
on,
They beat
man.
us by 40 last year
Yeah,
with
we
Dak
gonna have a
in the
little more
game.
time on the field.
That's a bit. All
Gonna be a
right.
few more first
So we gonna lose
downs.
by 21.
It's gonna be a touchdown
Yeah,
or
so
somewhere.
so now, yeah,
It's
so
gonna
we
be
go,
something different going on.
man, look, man, it's still
I'm rocking with the offense. I think the offense is gonna be ready. I don't care what
just
you
because you
talking
put syrup
about.
on shit, don't make it
Yeah,
pancakes.
you gonna eat regardless, man. It don't work. You gonna be
I think
alright.
the defense gonna be ready.
You gonna eat. They gonna turn it into filet mignon in a minute. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man,
Because
he's back.
Saquon didn't really
go
ball
nuts,
out
man.
on
Fuck
us
it,
for
I'm
real,
with you.
did he?
Turn it around.
Hey, you gonna make me go crazy too.
think the
dog.
D-
You
I think-
try- nah,
I
dog,
What's
I ain't-
Saquon do?
I think the defense.
They gonna hate
I think the
regardless.
defense is gonna be
hell with
what's
them.
up.
Yeah, the hell with him. He's back.
The hell with
Hey, man,
them,
I love
man.
it, dog, man. Pickens,
I like what I
Pickens
see.
didn't-
I like it. I ain't
brought
seen
us
it
back
in a
to
long
life, huh?
time.
What
I ain't seen
Saquon do last year, man? He ain't ball like that on us.
He went crazy.
yeah,
he
he
went
went
crazy.
nuts.
Yeah, he went
Plus,
nuts on us. He went nuts.
Plus,
Did he?
Yeah.
They
Plus,
beat us
you
by
know
25.
They beat us by 25.
They put up
The Saints.
44.
They put up 44.
Plus something else that we hadn't
We was getting
said
thumped.
about
Dak
Pickens.
left what, week 7?
We got another dog.
Who's our dog?
Yeah, I know
I
it's
said
dog.
Pickens. He's another dog.
Yeah.
He blocks. He get people. He puts his hands on. He's physical.
Yeah.
He's another dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all that
Man,
true.
Eagles beat us 34-6, then 41-7.
Yeah, we ain't have
One of them
nothing
was with Dak,
going.
right? One of them was with
Nah,
Dak, right?
one of 'em.
One of them, but they still.
Nah,
Nah, he wasn't hurt neither.
He wasn't there for neither.
That was that Mike McCarthy regime.
right. No, that was
Man, give Shotty a shot, man. Give Shotty a shot. Quit playing with him. Don't play with him, man.
Hey, Dak's still Dak, man. I'm not, again, I'm not saying nothing about Pickens. I'm just
Dak
saying
got two weapons.
we ain't got it, man.
Dak got two choppers.
Give Shotty a shot, man.
Dak
Quit.
got two choppers,
What man, you talking about that old Mike
got two
McCarthy
choppers.
regime, man?
Choppers and moppers.
Man, y'all talking about that Mike McCarthy regime, man? Slap him with a glizzy, man.
Hey, y'all
We got a new philosophy, man. He trying to run that football. He trying to run that football, man.
Dookie got the
Yeah, what you say? What you say, Terry? What you say, Terry?
What's up?
You said we taking it back to the 2014.
I hope so, yeah.
So
Yeah,
what?
two
So
choppers and a
yeah,
mouthful.
We
yeah,
gonna protect
Hope
him.
so.
We gonna
yeah. We
protect
taking
him,
it back to the 2014, man.
Mr. 17 and 0.
Yeah, man. So I don't know.
We just gotta get a nice ass one check in that middle, man.
We had leaders on in
Clog up some
2014,
shit.
Joe.
But when that
leaders,
schedule
dog.
come out, man, I still, 500.
500.
He said all that, yeah.
He faded out.
Yeah, at the back end, yo, I'm still 500 when it come out, bro. He's nuts. Yeah, hey, man, it's still 500. He's sick, though.
Damn, man, I hope not that.
Y'all still 500, yeah. He got up out of there quick, didn't he?
That was terrible.
I did not see that coming.
Nah, that's
Totally wrong.
quick.
Better than last year.
Yeah, a little better than last year. Yeah,
Better than that.
I mean, step in the right direction.
Man, you just told us we was gonna fight for the NFC East, man. We can't do it.
Can't do it like that, dog.
Man, how many times have we seen where we 8-8 won the NFC East?
NFC East a little tougher than that this year.
Yeah, I know.
We just had 2 playoff teams in. It's a little tougher than it used to be.
They
It
got.
used to be the NFC least. It ain't that no more.
I ain't really
play
scared of the
conference
Commanders like
championship
that.
at that.
I ain't really scared of
I
the
ain't either.
Commanders like that.
I ain't either. I ain't even talking about us. I'm talking about the other teams. I'm just saying they won't be.
Who? Giants?
No. I'm saying the other teams, other conferences.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not.
Giants got better.
Giants got better.
No, they still the Giants.
Same coach.
They got a lot better.
Still
than
the Giants.
Same coach.
But again, like on paper,
Who's their quarterback?
We do this every year on paper.
They got Jameis
Dart.
Winston and but they got Russell,
Rookie.
Jameis Wilson, but they got
And
Dart
Dart?
too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I say
They
Russell.
got
But
Russell.
they got that nice
okay,
running
yeah,
back.
yeah,
They
yeah.
got Tracy, they got Cam Scatterbo and Tracy now. Mm-hmm. Got a nice little two-head monster.
And they still got Malik Neighbors out there.
And
He's coming
Thibodeau
along.
got that running mate
So?
with him
Yeah,
now.
that defensive line might be solid for them.
Yeah,
the
like
line.
I ain't worried about the Giants.
No, I just said they got better. Everybody, yeah.
But again, it's like everybody else got better, and
We ain't get better?
Yes.
we got better. Yeah, we got better.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
We got better.
Maybe.
Okay.
Are we better than?
How many games we win last year? How many games we win last year?
7.
Well, we got
9 in us this year. We got 9 in us.
Translate to win.
We got
With
9
a-
in us.
No. You don't get
We
better
got
on paper
7
and
with
don't
a
trans-
bunch of
Well, you
injuries
don't
and
get
towards
better
the
and
end of
they
the
don't
year.
translate to
Bunch of
wins.
wins. Got to have a lot of come.
Nah, you can't have.
Injuries, a lot of that coming to play.
Nah, you can't have better with a worse record.
Injuries and all that coming to play.
You can't say you got better if your record don't show
Well,
it.
we got better
You
on paper
are
right now.
what your record say you are. You can't say we better and come out and put up 5 or 6 wins.
Well,
that
but
don't
you
make
have
us
to
better.
look. But you have to look at the team right now and say we got better than last year. Whether it translated
No,
to win,
you
On
can't.
paper.
why not?
On paper, you got to put
Yeah,
that.
Why?
asterisk.
Why?
You got to put that.
Because-
asterisk.
Because you don't know who's
Because
doing
we're
what.
sitting there talking about Pickens and how we just got better because
Y'all
of
are.
Pickens.
Y'all
and
are.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Y'all.
true. With our drafts and what we got.
So
we
y'all
got
think
better.
we got better
I mean,
at
come on, man. Rick,
a
you
receiver
saying we got
on
better?
offense?
Look,
Y'all don't think we
that's
got
all I'm
better
saying.
on
But
offense?
look,
Maybe.
Y'all saying we ain't got
Possibly.
better on
Look,
offense?
Listen. The only reason I would
Possibly.
say yes because our bar was
Yeah.
low,
Old
bro.
line coach.
Our
But
bar
you have
was
to
We
know
ain't got
about
better
what you
on
got
offense?
I said we got
Offensive
better
coordinator.
at receiver and worse at running back. I don't think nobody on there is better than what we had last year. I don't. They got to show me.
I don't know if we
Show
got
me.
worse
Yeah, they got to
running
show
back.
me.
Show me.
I
The
think-
Williams and
I think
Williams and
Javonte can get 1,000.
I don't think Javonte is better than
I
what's
think
his
they
name?
can get 1,000. I'm
I
not
don't
saying
think
he's
Javonte's
better.
better than Rico.
I think he get 1,000 though.
Rico could
He
have
might.
got
I think
He
get
might. He might.
Rico
not.
ran for 1,000,
It might
didn't
be. It might be. Yeah, Rico got that.
that's why-
It
that's
might
why.
be blue.
And
We
they
don't
ain't
know
run the
who's gonna
ball
be.
for real.
Yeah, they ain't running about.
We've been running by committee for. We've been running.
Blue a fumble.
It's running
He
back
ain't
by
gonna-
Blew a
committee.
fumble.
You're gonna have to lock up him.
Yeah,
the ball.
this running back by committee thing started to get a lot old every now and then.
What a lot of people do.
But it looked like
It
Tyler
is.
Booker's getting ready to open up some holes, man. It looked like we gonna be able to run through one of them
I ain't
holes.
falling for that
You ain't
shit.
falling for it?
Nah, y'all told me that with Guyton. Y'all,
Nah,
yeah.
I ain't tell
I
y'all
never
was
said that
right.
was
Pull it up.
right.
We
He's a
was
talent,
like-
but
we
he's a
got-
talent, but it
when
was
Guyton
already-
came in at the preseason, we was talking about.
Man.
We like what he was talking about. His daddy's a Cowboy fan. We was sitting right over there
I
talking
wasn't
about
saying
that
that.
shit.
He's
I wasn't
athletic,
saying
We was
that.
but his
just sitting
flaws
right
is
over there talking
flaws.
about that.
I was hot when we
He's
picked that
athletic, but his
offensive
flaws
lineman
is
first
flaws,
round.
and
Nobody
so-
remember I was hot when we picked offensive lineman first round. I'm always hot when we pick offensive lineman first round.
Yeah, but it works. It eventually, like again, the word potential for Guyton year 2. I would hope that he gets better, and if he does, he'll be a problem. Yeah.
He need to get his hand placement. and his
overall,
footwork
when we
together.
sit
He's
there and
getting
talk
relying
about
on his athleticism too much. That's what
We
killed
better
him.
Rick?
we are always
On
a
what?
good.
Who?
We are always a good team on paper for the most
I
part.
don't know
though.
yet. I don't know what the
Like
coach
throughout
got
these years, bro.
maybe.
Like for the
We
most
sit
years,
here
bro.
talking
Like
about
as
we
far
might
as
got the worst
talent,
coach in the NFL history.
proper
We don't know.
weapons in
We
the
don't
line.
know.
2 years.
We don't know.
It's only been 2-3
None of that
years.
shot.
We don't know.
Yeah, Marvin Cooper and CD Lamb. That CD was a rookie.
Shotty gonna shot.
You know what I'm saying?
But
We don't know. He might.
did he put up his numbers with Amari? Is that the year he
They
put up
say
his
shit
numbers
off
for
the
the
pot. He
that
might
one
get
with
off the
Amari?
pot.
Was it?
We
Yeah.
don't-
So
we don't
his best
know
season. His
what
best
he
season was
gonna
without
do.
Amari. Who was our?
But
Who
he
was?
ain't had it. He
Help me
needs
out
to
here.
rest. Don't
Somebody
forget,
who was
too.
in Dak's runner-up year of the MVP. Who was his wide receivers? CD and who? Gallup.
Brandon
Gallup.
Cooks
Gallup. Was it Gallup or was it Cooks?
Nah, good.
It was Cooks.
and Gallup was
And
there
Gallup was
too, but
third.
Gallup was weak
Gallup was there
though.
too. Okay.
And Gallup was weak.
So
Exactly.
so
Cooks ain't, he wasn't himself.
so Dak's best year. We
He
can't
ain't had
say.
a solid number 2 receiver.
No, but he was able to put up those numbers without him. Like overall, man, like Dak
So
has
what you
played.
tripping on
Dak's
is
played
we
with talent
thought
and
he
ain't
ain't-
did shit. Dak's
I'm
played
saying
with
he ain't
talent.
had this right here.
If you look at how many,
We ain't
look at
had
how many Pro
this.
Bowlers he didn't play
He
with.
ain't had that, and they mostly was on the defense and the
Probably
offensive
the
line.
defense and the offensive line.
Exactly.
But the offensive line is what protects you. Offensive
if
line,
you're
you've
not
had the
utilizing
numbers.
it, if you're not running the ball, then what?
But you've had the numbers.
Then what?
You've had the number. You've shown you can do it.
Yeah, but you
Without
need your
that.
weapons.
Without that.
We the only ones that get weapons, then we get one and we get rid of the other.
His best
We
season-
compare them to two.
His best season,
Instead
he
of
didn't have
embracing
those.
them all.
He didn't have those solidified weapons. His very best season, he didn't have those.
Right.
He
So
had-
then he
he
got
had
a
CD.
real number 2 receiver that's really.
But he's gotten worse. He didn't get better after that season. He's gotten worse. That's the scary part. That's the scary part that he got.
Until
That he
now.
got so Pickens gonna make him that much better.
You ain't watch Pickens for real.
I mean, he's good, bro.
You
I'm
ain't watch-
not. I'm
you
not.
keep
I'm
saying he's
not
good 'cause
down.
you heard he was good.
Bro,
You
I
ain't
know.
seen nothing.
I've seen him. He
You
was on
ain't
my
seen
fantasy
nothing,
team.
man.
He was on my fantasy team. I had to watch him.
You ain't good at fantasy.
No, but hey, he's still bald though. Oh, this is like he didn't want his ring name to say it. I made it to the ship, man. I made it to the ship. I ain't win that motherfucker.
You
but I
made it to the ship, though, cuz.
Yeah, I
You
made it
get
to the
that.
ship. That's all that
But
matters,
nah,
dog.
man.
Yeah, but
Pickens is nice, bro. Pickens
Yeah.
is real nice, man. Like,
He's
don't
very.
let these
like,
people
I'm not-
scare you on
Nah,
the
bro.
internet, bro.
I like it because we need it, but
Man,
I'm
you
still
gonna-
not
that's
believing
good
in the
for
Dog.
everybody. Need that.
Dude,
I'm
you
still
got,
not believing in the
hey,
quarterback.
man,
Dog.
You got Pickens, who was at the Steelers with a dude with hands my size. You seen Pickett's hands, man? He can't even hold the ball, let alone throw the ball to that man. Man, he
agree.
got hands my size, man. And
agree
Russell
with that.
Wilson.
I agree
The
with
dude
that. And
who's
Justin Fields.
the dude who's more passes.
So you think Dak
flag,
better than
man.
Justin Fields?
Yeah,
Excuse me?
yeah.
Yes.
Nah, that's what I'm asking.
Throwing the
Terry.
ball, yeah, for sure.
But again, dog, like those bars is low, bro.
But
Those
that's
bars is
what
low.
you're talking
That's what
about.
we talking about.
That's
That's
what you're
the
talking
point.
about. This dude getting
But we
900
watch-
yards
He's talking
receiving
about
off of
Pickens,
guys
that's his
like
quarterback.
this.
Get that,
Guys
but,
like
but
that.
that don't change the fact that our quarterback still is our quarterback and who he is.
But he's
bro.
a lot better than the ones we just
Wait,
mentioned.
That don't mean he's gonna be better with Pickens.
Oh, wow.
Why in the hell?
Because he can
Hey,
still fuck it
man,
up, bro.
say,
He
man.
can still fuck it up.
What is
Hey,
what is this guy?
Hey, Studio
Well,
John,
I'm-
go on, play our music. Play us out.
Like, I'm really.
Yeah, man.
We got
So
13
look,
minutes,
look,
man. We got
look.
13 minutes.
Play us out, man.
y'all
Dude talking over.
y'all
Play us
really-
out, man.
No, y'all really sit there and believe. Like, so now y'all are believing in Dak because of Pickens.
Cowboys.
So he's made
excited.
Dak better.
Cowboys.
Pickens made Dak better. Okay.
Yes. Why wouldn't it make him
I
better?
can't wait to that first.
Why
three-pick
wouldn't it
game.
make him better?
So let me ask you this.
Nah, I'm just saying because I know it's
You
coming.
wanna lose,
No, it's
So
not, it's coming,
Ted,
dog.
so Ted, if we would have got
He's
Ted,
like
do you
Steve
think
Nash.
that would have made?
Ted is a weapon, but he's not making that.
But you would have been hyped.
Okay,
if you wanted
but
I would have loved it because we need the
so
receiver.
the crew, so the
Two things can be
crew.
true.
You can't want Pickens.
So
things can be
we've
true.
been me and especially Steve-O and we've been calling that Dak needs a big receiver on the end that can go up and get the ball, right?
Right.
That's a plus for Dak. That's a plus for Dak. Now we have him. We got him.
You gotta give your man.
Dude's
some
bigger than
weapons,
CD, and he gonna go up and get it.
There's a lot of. There's a
They
lot
need all
of.
They're really the same size, man. He's only an inch taller than CD.
Right. I'm just saying, it's still a big receiver on the end,
With a hell of a catch radius.
and he gonna go up and get that
They're
ball.
about the same person out there for
Oh,
me.
Nah, it ain't the
but
same.
they different, dog. I'll
the
take
same
two
person,
of them. I don't care.
Me too.
Give me the same
Me too.
CD. I'm with that. That's way
That's
better
like
than
CD and Dez.
Yeah, man.
It's like CD and Dez. That ain't CD. He ain't like a Dez out there.
Two all pros.
All I'm saying is that
He ain't like a Dez out there.
all of that,
Dez ain't run no routes.
That's all nice, bro. But we know, like all of a sudden, y'all are a believer in Dak's arms. Y'all are now
What?
a believer.
What you mean his arm?
You've watched him miss these passes.
Pickens
watched him
don't
miss-
have to be open for him to throw him the ball.
You gotta throw him the ball.
Man,
It's just gonna help, bro.
So Dak's decision making is better
can't
now,
hurt,
too, right?
but
It
he's
can't
His
hurt,
decision making
man.
better too,
He's
nerd.
never.
So
really
Dak
had-
didn't have
he's
no
never really had a Super Bowl
MVP year
percentage, man.
the year before last.
Okay, he had one good season. That's good too. He's had two great
You
seasons.
think he
in
had
eight.
one good season in his whole
He's
career?
had two memorable seasons out of. Tell me.
Okay, so why we
Rookie season
ain't
and the MVP? That's what y'all talking about. Nah, I ain't talking. Nah, bro. All I'm saying, his rookie season, and the runner-up year is Dak's two memorable seasons as a Dallas Cowboy. You can't tell me nothing about any of the other ones because he's injured. They were mediocre. Somebody else was injured, something. But Dak has had two memorable seasons as a Cowboy. And if you tell me I'm lying, show me.
Man, pull up Dak's stats real quick.
He hasn't had any memorable seasons. He's had mediocre, regular-ass seasons. He's had two of them as a Dallas Cowboy. He's been there, 8 years now? 9 years? It's going on year 9 right now. So he's had 2 of them. He missed one. He was injured. He missed another 5 games here and there.
So which one are you talking about?
The MVP year in his rookie year.
His
Those are his 2 best
13
seasons.
and 3, then it's 11 and 5.
How many years he
I'm
throw
like his
though?
performance. His performance.
Well, I mean,
His performance.
yeah.
He threw for almost 5,000 one year, didn't he?
3,000, 3,038, 49, 44.
We wasn't
got
winning,
a
wasn't
couple
winning
of-
games.
49, 44.
I mean, stats is cool, bro.
But
Hey, dog. That was crazy.
You can throw for a lot of yards and your team ain't shit,
Terry,
though.
67,
That don't mean you won shit, though.
67, 62, 67, 65, 68, 68, 67, 69. That's the percentages. That's the passes and percentages. I mean, I don't know. Any
Now in the
quarterback
big
that's throwing
game, we
ball
talking about a
70%
big
all
game, that's
game.
different.
Yeah,
If we talking about a big game, that's
I'm with you.
different.
I'm talking about
But
when
if we
they
talking
both-
about
But you're
regular
talking about
season
regular
days,
season.
I'm talking about when they're both there. When they're both there, when performance as well as outcome, like you're winning games as well as performing well. You can perform well and lose games.
Well, 13
and what does that
and 3,
mean?
13 and 3, 11 and 5, and 12 and 5 is I think suitable. I didn't even put the 12 and 6 years in there, but I think those are.
And then
This
when
is
it's
what
time
I'm
to win
What he do
games,
against
CD
Brady
6'2",
and-
dude 6'3". CD weigh 200, dude weigh 200. CD run a 4.5, dude run a 4.47. CD can jump 34.5, dude jump 34.5. CD's arm length is 32.2, dude's 32.3. That's why I was saying they the same. The attributes, they built the same.
But
And what Steve said,
Pickens
I'll take
played.
both of them.
Dude plays
Pickens
bigger.
played bigger.
Dude plays
He
bigger.
plays
I don't-
bigger.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 CDs. I ain't
Man,
fucked up
don't
about that.
switch it though. CD can go up
And make them
catches
catches.
too.
Yes.
But dude, just arms is just long.
But
Yeah.
CD runs routes though.
long, like
CD
torso.
CD runs a route runner. Yeah, his footwork is better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
his
so
footwork and his hands and getting open and shit is what's better than.
but you put that
still
ball
can't
in the
throw a
air,
Yeah.
Pickens is gonna go get that.
He can stretch
But-
the
but-
field and let CD
But
work.
don't
I love
sleep.
y'all being
Wa-
y'all real
watch it.
believers, though.
What CD
Hold
be
on,
doing
hey.
sometimes? CD don't be
Steve-O.
fighting for that ball a lot of the
Pickens
time.
run routes too.
So
Yeah,
Dre,
he-
Watch. You
He do with his
just
footwork,
don't
man.
see it. No, it's good, but you just don't see it.
How he crosses DB's
Right,
faces.
right. You just
He
don't
ain't
see
do
it.
like
You just
CD
don't
do.
see it at
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. He
yeah.
ain't smooth.
Yeah.
You didn't see it at Pittsburgh because they was never going to him a whole lot, so you didn't really see the. But if you pinned him, he ran good routes.
So
Okay.
y'all
He's
got
not
as
winning,
polished
y'all got
as
winning
CD,
season.
no, but he
y'all
runs
got
good
winning
routes.
season. Dre's what 500.
I
Y'all
ain't-
got
We
winning-
ain't picked
I'm
out.
not
We
even-
ain't picked it yet, man.
I
We
ain't
gonna
even
save
looked at
that.
the
No,
Man.
we
We
won 7
gonna
games
save
last year.
that
So we won
proof.
7 games last
What
year.
you
We
think
gotta wait
need-
till we see
I
the
don't know.
schedule.
What you think we need to
on the
be
way
a
back.
good team this year with
But
the
not
addition
worried
of Pickens?
about
What else? you
Leader, I
think-
got to see some leadership from our
What do
quarterback.
you think?
I
we
need to see some
though?
leadership. I need some leadership. That's the only thing that we can do
what
right
you,
now.
what you
A
know
running
about
back,
all
a
your
running
players?
back.
You talking about leadership? Well, what you know about your team? What do you think we need to get over the hump?
The one
I
thing.
mean,
that
whatever
say-
whatever you think. Just throw some shit out there to make his team better.
Cream filling.
to make our team better is a running back.
Yeah.
We'd have to have a better running back. A solidified running back. I think that'd be the one thing that would make Dak better, take the ball out of his hands so he don't. They can still throw for that, but that, and I say that because the last time we had that recipe with those offensive linemen in that same
Facts,
1A,
facts.
That's all we
1A,
need, the running
1B,
back.
the same 1A, 1B quarterback.
Yeah.
We took the ball out of his hands and
Yeah.
allowed the running game
Right.
to help him win. That's what we
with
need.
that.
You need to
But
take
the
that, you
but
need
the
to
coach
take that
is talking
pressure off
about
him.
doing that though.
Okay, so if we could do that, but again, that's not you taking the ball out of his hands so he can not shoot yourself in the foot. And you
But
have
what
that
got-
strong running game in order to
But
do
if
that.
you
And that's
have
not the
that
two
running
wide
game,
receivers, it's the
but if
running
you
game that's gonna
but if
help
you
Dak
got that
more than
running
anything.
game going
that running game
and Dak is able to play off his play action, he's shown that he's good in
The
play
running
action.
game is going to help Pickens. We have to run the ball before we do any of that. We have to run the ball.
I think
before
we're gonna
Pickens has a
do
great
that.
season.
And Pickens-
From what the coach is
That's the only
saying,
way
we gotta
Pickens- that's
believe
the
what
only
he's
way they're gonna have
saying.
those numbers if we run the ball.
This
That's the only way.
How Sean Hyman
Pickens is
set it
going to
up.
help the running game.
If you can't run-
Man, Pickens and
But once
CD
they see
together,
that you
Ray,
can't
help
run
in
the
running
ball,
game.
once they
And
see
don't
that
let
you can't run the
Ferg get
ball,
back to
they still can
normal.
stop it, dog. They still can stop it once they say you can't run the ball regardless.
Well,
They'll
look,
find a way to keep the
Brady
receivers
team,
on
we
the
could
check.
run the ball in the playoffs, but we still beat them.
Man, if we ran them two,
Just saying.
we run them two.
Put the weapons out there. Let
on
them
the
rock.
corners and run Turpin in that slot would be hard to handle.
We need some trickery. We need
It'll
all we
hard,
can
will
get.
be hard to handle.
Because again, if
Just
we can't
because
run
you
that
got
ball, it
three,
don't
you
matter
got to
what
respect. You
Pickens
got to
does.
You
respect
gotta
Turpin's
respect.
speed.
Okay.
You got to respect that speed. Turpin's gonna take whoever. When you got them two and you got Turpin,
And they gotta focus on
That's
both of them receivers, man.
That's where you hope that the offensive line
That-
holds
that-
up and
that-
gives
that
Dak
I think-
time to get that ball in the air for that
That's
speed to
what
get
I
up
think
under.
was spread it out to
He
be
waiting
able
for
to run the
everything
ball.
not
a
to
little
happen.
bit. That's all.
Nah, bro, it's gotta be perfect, but we all know it has to be perfect for Dak
Nah,
to
it
be
don't have to
great,
be
dog. Shit
perfect.
gotta be.
It gotta be right.
Dog, that's the quarterback
make
that
it
we
right.
have. Y'all forget, y'all have short
It's
memories of the
coaching.
quarterback that we have.
No,
bro.
I just think we'll be able
We've
to run the
always
ball
known-
a little better because they have to respect us more.
You have to surround him with talent,
Everybody
everywhere
who's
for him to
winning
be.
got talent. What are you talking
We
about?
still don't have it at running back.
Everybody who's winning and competing got the talent. What are you talking about?
Man, no.
You gotta do it in this league, bro.
Man,
what are you
he-
tripping
Dak's not
on?
making- Dak
and
is
then
not
you get a
making-
weapon,
Dre.
you tripping.
His weapons, y'all are hoping
Then
that
you
his
talking about
weapons
a
make
running
him
back.
better. No, yes, because y'all are hoping that his weapons are gonna be complimentary to him. But meanwhile, these other winning teams, the quarterback complements everyone else. We're trying to save this quarterback and make this work at home. But Lamar makes everyone else better. Lamar makes the
John, take us out.
Dak's not you don't plan for Dak when you playing for the Cowboys.
Until it's time.
You don't plan for Dak when you
Until
playing for
it's
the
time.
Cowboys. You don't plan for Dak when you playing for the Cowboys.
Well,
You
check.
playing for CD Lamb.
Why don't
you
you?
playing for CD Lamb?
Why
you
is
don't
that?
play for that.
Why do they go
All these
prepare for
quarterbacks you're
CeeDee
preparing
Lamb? They don't
for.
worry
You're
about CeeDee
preparing for
Lamb.
Jaden
When
Daniels.
Red Rifle
You're
was out
preparing.
Well,
there, they
check.
worried about CeeDee
You're
Lamb.
preparing.
When Russ was out
No,
there.
you're
Well,
preparing
look,
for Jaden Daniels.
what-
You're preparing for Jalen Hurts. You're preparing for Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, you
you're
just
preparing
speaking
for all
on
these.
pure hate, bro.
No,
You
it's
don't
not.
like
I'm
Romo.
saying no.
All right, man. Okay, man.
Y'all just
Go
don't-
nuts,
y'all
Terry.
don't
Go
look
nuts.
at
Hey
that.
man, hey man,
You
hey
still
man. We
on
got
that?
plenty of time, man,
think
for the
Hurts is better than
season to
Dak?
start. Look,
Man, yeah, he do. He don't
performance-
like that.
You think Hurts is better than Dak?
I don't think he throw. I don't know, though.
Nah, he's not.
It's
But
hard for me to say. I
look,
can't say it out
he's
loud, bro.
not.
I can't say
He's
it out loud.
not.
No, I can't say it out loud. No,
He's
dog,
not.
but
You want to say yeah?
it's hard. Dog, it's hard. It's hard to say
Because
the
he's a Super Bowl
quarterback.
champ
it's
now.
hard, bro. Like it's hard.
Man, so
and
what?
He didn't choke.
You
and
can
he didn't
still
choke.
be
And he
Trent
didn't choke, and
Dilfer's
he didn't play
a
bad.
Super Bowl
But he played
quarterback.
better. But he played better than Trent Dilfer did. He played better than Nate.
John,
Mann
you
in
shouldn't have
that
gave
Super
him
Bowl,
none of that Reggie, man.
So look,
bro.
man,
No, I'm just saying, bro,
look.
You just gotta be honest, bro. But
Hey,
you don't
man,
wanna
that's
say
a-
it, dog,
hey.
like, that's a Super Bowl quarterback.
It is, and he did good.
It's 1A and 1B almost. If you
So
wanna say
look,
the same conversation.
the draft.
I
He
ain't
did
knocking
good in the
that,
Super
but
Bowl,
that
bro.
don't mean he's better because he had.
It's
that
1A and 1B. Like it's not. It's
So
really
hey
not
man,
now.
hey
No one's
man,
really
let's
that far
hey
ahead.
man, hey
Won't
man.
be sad.
Go
Okay,
nuts.
man.
Nah,
Okay,
dog,
man. Let's
y'all
say something for season 3, man. Draft is done. Pickens is in. Philly's on deck. The crew will be back. We'll be back. We gonna ramp it up, heat it up. You know, whatever. Y'all know we keep it raw and uncut. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Drop your draft grades in the comments and let us know was the Pickens trade a WRL in the comments.
I heard me and Terry. What everybody else was
I got an A, man. I'm an A, man.
I'm a B+.
What you get, Steve?
Yeah.
B?
Yeah, I'm an A, man. Especially with that Pickens in there.
Gotta run it back a little bit.
Pickens don't count. It's just talking draft.
A. Okay.
Cowboys raw and uncut.